Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on into baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. I'm Sean. Thanks for joining. Happy Thursday. I am going to a game here in a little bit in my local underleague. No, what do they call it? High A? I don't remember what it's called. Spokane game. So I'm early. Got off work early in time for the big weekend and all kinds of good stuff happening today. So I figured I'd stream a little earlier. And it looks like people are excited about it. Today we're going to take a look at a couple of matchups. Red Sox at Orioles, and we'll be taking a look at the Phillies and the Braves just to kind of set things up here for just a second. We are going to take a look at these standings, and they're both wild card teams here. We have the Red Sox. They're a half game up on the Rangers, who are a game and a half up on the Royals. So they're kind of clinging onto us. Playoff spot. I was hoping this game would be a little bit more interesting, but unfortunately, the Red Sox are on an L4 and 3 and 7 in their last 10. Rangers 7-3 in their last 10, though they do have a loss of one game. So that's what we're looking at on the American League side. On the National League side, which has the Mets, Padres, and Phillies all about 2 games apart from each other. The Reds are creeping just behind, but they don't play today. So the Phillies can either fall to 70-64 and tie with the Reds, or they can put themselves up a little bit further. But Mets and Padres are in there. Diamondbacks, Pirates, Giants kind of falling away a little bit. When I first started looking at all of these, especially the National League was really bunched up, but it's kind of spread out over the last week, which makes it tricky to figure out which games are interesting to watch. So let's jump into it. Bam. View today's games. I'll make sure not to accidentally sim a bunch of stuff. We're going Red Sox, Orioles. Red, orange. Thanks for joining, hanging out today. I appreciate it. Ooh, cloud cover. We got some rain in Baltimore today. As we get set. A lot of cold on that left side. Oh, and that's right. Jarren Duran still on the Red Sox in our franchise. That trade did not happen here. So welcome to Baltimore, my own personal hell. As we get set for Red Sox, Orioles. Boston can win this and kind of keep things a little bit closer in the AL East. I think at the end of the season, Yankees, Orioles, they play 7 out of the last 10 games between each other. So I think that could be a very interesting couple of series, depending on how September goes. Brooms out, the Orioles seeking a 4-game sweep. Garrett Crochet is dominant on the mound as of late, so is Cade Povich. Connor Wong shines in a loss to the Orioles. And the starting pitching for Baltimore over the last 5 games, 33.2 innings pitched, a 2.14 ERA, 30 strikeouts. We'll take a look around the league. Padres, they win in extra innings versus the Mariners. I don't know why I read that. I hurt my own feelings because I forgot that we played the Padres. I read Mariners as Marlins, and I went, oh, poor Marlins. No, idiot, that was you. Judge hits his 43rd home run, so now he's tied for the AL lead with Cal Raleigh. And then Raley falls to 3rd with 42 home runs, but he is out with injury. Bobby Witt Jr., 100th career home run. Matt Manning, a complete game shutout versus the Athletics. Marcell Ozuna increases NL leading home run total to 32. Mason Wynn out of an 0-for-20 streak with a 2-hit performance. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a great name. I love saying that name. Strikes out 10, allows 2 in a loss to the Reds. Pagan saves his 39th game, and he's tied for the NL lead. And the Yankees are 3 games behind the Orioles in the AL East. Do I mean Rafael Devers trade? Devers is still on the Red Sox. Yes. I mixed up the names. Yes. Thank you for saying that. And here's a look at the... this would be Baltimore's... what's it called? Farm report. It literally says it at the top. Thank you. Yes, I got the 2 D names confused. Sometimes I get my D's confused. Nope. Don't like that. Don't like that I said that. Cade Povich here. 1-4, excuse me, in 8 games. 37 innings pitched, a 5.11 ERA. Maybe this is a guy that the Red Sox can get to as we get set.
Jarren Duran.
A broken bat pop-up to start the game. That is not a great sign if you are a Red Sox fan, especially because they have an L4. Okay, well, hi, goodbye.
David Hamilton.
There's 114 stolen bases, 4th in the American League. Hey, guess who's 15th in the American League in stolen bases? Just take a wild guess. You get a 1 in 15 chance. Might have something to do with the person who plays that team. Maybe doesn't understand the concept of stealing. So it's a lefty pitcher. As we look at the Baltimore Orioles, 78 and 55. They're one of the bigger winners. Actually, they're one of the bigger winners in our simulation. I think Toronto still is probably... No, Toronto's the biggest loser. No, it's the Orioles. Orioles are the biggest winner because they're currently in last place, but they're in first place in our how are you feeling about Devers, by the way? Ooh. Took a swing at that. 26 doubles. 3rd on the Red Sox for Devers as we see the wind. Fires that sweeper outside at 82. 5 pitches, and then this is a 1-1 count. So 3 pitches, 2 outs. That one is smashed into left field. This should be a double. I'm not exactly sure what Devers' speed rating is, but that should be a double, no problem. And it indeed is. So a 2-out double keeps this inning moving along.
Second baseman, Alex Bregman.
Nice job. Just shoots it up the left side. Wish I could do that with 2 strikes and 2 outs, you know, just in a consistent manner. Alex Bregman stepping to the dish. Ooh, curveball in at 77. We had a lot of trouble with the knuckleball yesterday. I love him. He's been hitting extremely well. Oh, that's good. Checks on the runner at second as he fires. That's a curveball at 78. Gets him to go. 0-2 for Bregman. Yeah, I saw your comments on the video yesterday, and I was like, man, I thank God I'm not in the National League West, because that's a nightmare. Like, I don't want to deal with that guy at all. Matt Waldron, as this one is pulled foul up the third baseline. Count remains 0-2. And gets him to pop it up on a ball that's... There's a pitch that's up in the zone. And that is a fairly quick top of the first, even with the double. We're on MLB Mid-Atlantic. Red Sox, or Orioles coming to the plate. Devers is not why we're losing. He's been a very good hitter. Over 850 OPS. Waldron's a menace in the game. It is. Oop, there's Garrett Crochet stats. Lefty starters today, which is interesting. There's just something about the knuckle curve that's like really. It's just unpredictable enough, and it's just it was awful. It's unfortunate that that we had to play the Padres twice. Oh, was Waldron the pitcher that we played against in the first game? Or a pitcher, or the first series, excuse me. Crochet winds, fires. Sweeper at 83. Some big movement pitchers from the pitchers today. Real life Giants 3-3 versus the Cubs right now. I saw there was a funky play in that Giants-Cubs game last night that like it went off Matt Chapman's head. He was wearing a batting helmet, so it was like, I'm sure not fun, but also like, okay, thank God he was wearing that. That was weird. Fouls it off to stay alive. Compared to the other at-bats that some of the Red Sox had, this is an at-bat that's taking forever. Fouls it off the right side that time. Just cannot find a pitch to get, or to put him away. Pitch number 7 coming your way. And gets him to go on a sweeper. That's a hittable sweeper. That's That's a controller squeezer right there, because it's coming in, you're early on it, it stays up in the zone a little more than you're anticipating. Wait, what? Wait, what? No way. Holy jeez. No, I got it. It's on the score as well. That's wild. That is like a weird thing. My brother would do that. He'd be like, they're signing Brett Favre to the Spokane Arena football team on April Fool's Day. He would do that. So this is literally 9 minutes ago. That's wild. Dallas Cowboys are trading pass rusher Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. Sources told NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. As we have a 2-2 count, smashes it foul. That is wild. And reportedly reward Parsons with a record 4-year. That pitch just misses. Those are the pitches that I wanted so badly when Castillo was starting, which I believe was in yesterday's game. 4-year, $188 million contract that includes $136 million guaranteed. Wow. Wow. Thank you for that information. I did not know that. I didn't really know, because I don't typically follow the off-season stuff, but I wasn't aware that Green Bay was even really in contention for that. And Parsons plays what? I'm not super familiar. He's a linebacker. Trading DE? Defensive end, I know that, but interesting. Just trying to figure out maybe what the Packers give up. Ooh. They're smashed into left field. That one's going all the way to the wall. Will they send the runner around third? They will. It's a play at the plate. It's not really, up the line a little bit. So, Gunnar Henderson, an RBI double, his 24th double of the season. And this one puts the Orioles on the board first. 1-0 here. Trade. Let's see. Sports.yahoo.com. 2 first-round picks in the trade. Whoa. That's okay. Green Bay doesn't really... Green Bay's not... I love them, but sometimes they can be so frustrating. They, for the first time in 20-something years, drafted a wide receiver in the first round this year. Even though that was like what they needed for years with Aaron Rodgers. Drove me nuts. So I wonder if it'll be 2 first round, well, next year and the year after that? All right. 1-0 here with 2 away. Adley Rushman.
That's a ball.
He takes a look at a ball high. 1-0. And goes back to the well.
1-1.
20 pitches this inning for Crochet.
Ball, that's off the
It'll
plate.
be interesting to see if the Red Sox can hold on to this playoff spot. Tries to drive that up the third base line. It's knocked down, thrown over to first, and just barely gets the out by about a step there. But Henderson comes through, RBI double. Couple of hits for the Orioles, and they have a 1-0 lead. Let's see if the Red Sox can settle their bats down and get into some good counts.
Leading off for Boston.
Well, thank you for letting me know that, because I had no idea. I'm sure I would have seen it later, looking at my phone or whatever. But wait, what? No, they gave up Kenny Clark?
Ball, that's inside.
Oh. I didn't see that in the article I was reading. No, it's okay. They are the two players that it's just like on the field they were great, and then there's just so much garbage off the field where you're like, ah, this sucks. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see. Not that I don't believe you, but I was just wondering if I missed it. Sweeper in at 82. Oh, Abraham Toro. We had him on the Mariners for a little bit. 1 year, I think. Did we get that funky camera angle? I don't know why it does that. Okay. That man just died. I was watching because they had like a... I saw like clips of the comeback victory a couple years ago for the 100th season where Green Bay came back from down 20, and I'm like, man, this is really cool to watch, but god dang it, Aaron Rodgers, you freaking pompous ass. What are you doing? Dang. Shoot, I liked Kenny Clark.
Nope.
That's okay. That's okay, I guess. What are you gonna do? I guess just be sad about it. I'm sorry, I can't go to the baseball game tonight. I have to be sad about Kenny Clark. I was curious about exactly what position Parsons played, just because Green Bay's had some problems with one of their linebackers, Quay Walker, who's ruined at least 2 games specifically against the Detroit Lions with just some of the most boneheaded penalties you've ever seen. That one is off the out-of-town scoreboard. I hate that wall so much. We lose a home run every single year in Baltimore because of that. Great play at the plate. A little surprised they sent him. Nice throw. Saw exactly where that ball was going to bounce off that scoreboard. None of the other games are going. Took a step to it, and nice relay. Out by a step. Well, he dove so early. Ooh, we get ump cam. Yes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So a nice defensive play keeps us a 1-0 Baltimore lead. I think you want to probably try and keep them in third there. Because then you probably score a run. That's out number 2, and you might score a run on that one. Interesting. Aggressive base running backfires for the Red Sox. Still 1-0.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Best linebacker in the league? Oh, hell yeah. That's exciting. Hopefully he plays well. And yes, I'm glad that he's had a Jerry Jones who, man. I can't stand Jerry Jones. I do not like the Dallas Cowboys. DE, but he also plays linebacker. Ooh, smashed, but off the foul. Full-time line. I wonder if Green Bay will make him a full-time linebacker, or if they'll just say, "Hey, what do you want to do?" Because they could really. Two here is Crochet misses wide. And misses low. Full count here. Jordan Westberg, on deck. Let me save this thumbnail real quick. And misses just low on the circle change. Ooh, man. Had him and then lost him.
Third baseman, Jordan Westberg.
There's that Baltimore Oriole. Let me flip this thumbnail real quick. There's Sox and Orioles. Oh, that ball got away from him, but no advance. Runner holds. Ooh, got him early on that circle change. Which I can't imagine needed to stay up there. He wanted up that high in the zone, but does get the swing and miss. Fouled up the first base line again. Anytime Jerry Jones. The Cowboys fall, I smile. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Some of the playoff losses Dallas has had against Green Bay have just been absolutely delightful. Dez never caught it. Wasn't a catch.
Safe, he's in.
I don't know. That's what can be so frustrating about a lot of just the idea of like branding. It's like once you get into like a certain echelon, you're kind of just there. And the Cowboys are the perfect example. They've won a Super Bowl in 30 years. Every year, this is the year. How are they popular? Who was the last?
Ball.
Ooh, that's a strike. 99 and just missed it, but didn't. 1-on-1 out here. And we have a steal attempt. Fire. It's down to second and out by a...
No strikes.
He was out by a little bit more than the Red Sox player was out at the plate. So some aggressive base running from both of these teams. There's some great shorts that I saw on social media. This lady trolling her husband about the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl. Like, if it snowed every year, there's a big swing and a miss on a sweeper. If it snowed every year in Alaska for the last 30 years, would you bet that it would snow in Alaska? And he's like, yeah, I'd bet everything I have that it would snow in Alaska. Why wouldn't you? I mean, you have all the data there or whatever. And she goes, well, then why do you say that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl? Because they haven't done it in 30 years. It's incredible. The way that she phrases it and just gets him is so good. Cowboys, Lakers, Yankees. Could be very bad, but the media won't stop talking about them. Yeah. When you see like posts or whatever about like, guess what ESPN was talking about is like LeBron and the Lakers. They didn't even play yesterday. Just it's very annoying. I guess it's more of a LeBron. I'm sure it was bad with Kobe as well. But I agree. Calling the Cowboys America's team hasn't won anything in 30 years is pretty funny. It's America's team, the Cowboys. Ugh. No. The ball gets away from the catcher again, but does a nice job to corral it. Count is 1-2. The Orioles did try to steal on the foul ball. 2-2 with 2 out. Yeah, we were talking about the Yankees the last time I was streaming some of the MLB stuff and how they have so many championships from like just so long ago. Yeah. Oh, the VCR one is so good. That was the first one I saw. That video is so good. What do you mean? What do you mean you can only watch it on VHS? Oh God, she's incredible at it.
Boston center fielder Cedon Rafaela.
Cedon Rafaela. Cedon? Okay, I see it. We're learning how to pronounce names because we pull his card and I just don't know what to do with it in my head. 1-0 here, top of the third. Cade Povich on the mound for
1 ball, 2 strikes.
on the mound for the Orioles as he gets away a little bit. DVD wasn't invented yet. Yeah. You had to wait till 1999. The Matrix. That was like a showcase DVD because the sound was so good and everything. I was looking for Matchstick Men on DVD the other day because we went and saw Ninja Turtles. There's a big swing and a miss by Raffaello. And I forgot how awful the Warner Brothers DVD cases used to be. I hate them. Sam Rockwell, by the way, is in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 from 1990. And you're like, oh, shoot. You know what movie I'd like to watch? Matchstick Men. I think I like that movie. I haven't watched it. I mean, I saw it 20 years ago. Ooh! Smash down. Is it going to be an out? It is not. Okay, cool. Great. Excellent angle right there. Can we look at a replay? Oh, darn, we can't. Should have been a little quicker on the draw there. DVD was so cool. Yeah. Smashed up between, finds the gap between the second baseman and first baseman. Well, seeing eye singled, and Jaron Duran is on base. Still on the Boston Red Sox because he is not Rafael Devers. And they are going to try to be aggressive on the base paths again. A couple times we've seen that now where the batting team will send, will hit and run action there. Ooh, now they'll check and he's out. Oh, Duran was half a step slow and that got him. Nice throw over by a name that's very blurry. Cade Povich. And now it's going to be bunted up the third base line. Bare hand grab and throw. What a bizarre sequence of events that was. They tried to do the hit and run, immediately got thrown out, and then bunted? Question mark?
Leading off,
The Red Sox over the last 10 are 3-7, including back-to-back 4-game series that they'll be lucky to get one win out of. They did beat the Orioles in a short 2-game sweep, but other than that, a lot of red X's. There's another broken bat. 2 broken bats in this game already. As we are in the bottom of the third. That one hit up to the first baseman. He'll run over. Step on the bag, and that is out number 1.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman
Abraham Toro.
Mountcastle.
If I remember correctly, Toro was a switch hitter. Could be wrong, though. Yeah. Maybe that's why the Boston Red Sox are 3-7.
Now batting,
They
the
just don't know what's
shortstop,
going on.
Gunnar
They're making weird decisions at the wrong times.
Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson, 3 doubles in the series on a 4 for 14. Couple RBI, and is 1 for 1 today.
Ball 1.
Sweeper misses low. 125 hits for Gunnar Henderson this year.
2-0.
Sinker is low. This is not a spot you want to be in to Gunnar Henderson. 2-0. Ooh, man, just gave them the out. I have been in that position so many times. That is a easy 3-0 count, but Devers does a good job over at third base, and we are heading to the top of the fourth. Still a 1-run game.
Leading off for Boston.
All right,
third
here's
baseman,
Devers.
Rafael Devers.
Still on the Red Sox. That one is hit out to right center field. Easy catch. I believe that's Cedric Mullins out there, if I remember correctly. We just played the Orioles not too long ago. And we're going to have a game, Braves-Phillies, coming up next that we're going to take a look at. A couple of teams that we just saw the Phillies within the last week, and we will see the Atlanta Braves within the next week. So
Counts 1-0.
get a look at those teams. We really struggled against the Phillies. Well, that's 2 walk-off games. And the Braves are one of the bigger winners as well because they are in a prime position for a playoff spot where they are absolutely out of it this season. Bregman takes a circle change and fouls it off. 1-2. Oof. Just on top of it there. That was a pitch that seemed like it simultaneously stayed way more up than you would want it, but also had better bite than you would anticipate. That was a weird looking pitch. A triple, a couple of doubles for Connor Wong. 0 for 1 today.
Aye.
Thunder in here in Baltimore. So I take a peek outside. It was raining a little bit earlier when we went to go get some food, so we were kind of worried about the weather for the game tonight, but it seems like it's clearing up pretty nicely. Fouled back. That lady is through the netting. An absolute hero. It's inside.
2 strikes.
Smack down to right field, and that is a nice little bloop shot. So, the Red Sox again have a runner on first. They've had they got picked off last time. They lost a run at the plate. They're going to try the pickoff move again. Toro is 1 for 1. Smacks that one into the ground. Oh, he's going. Inside pitch. Down to second and out again. What time is first pitch scheduled for your live game? 6:35. Ooh, I am surprised. That was much tighter than I thought it was going to be. Wish the camera zoomed out just a little bit quicker so we had a better look at the actual play. The replay was helpful. I thought he might get in. It's really tricky on those plays to tell safe or out because the hit box compared to what the actual base is like there's a little invisible area that you kind of have to account for. It's very odd.
0-1.
We're getting some new content in this game tomorrow. I think people were suspecting Barry Bonds might be revealed tomorrow.
Ball, that's in.
I saw. Because it's something to do with the 29th or whatever. Who are they playing? The Tri-City Dust Devils are playing the Spokane Indians. That one smashed up the middle for a base hit. Tyler O'Neill hitting a single to start us off here in the bottom of the 4th.
Catcher, Adley Rutschman.
That sweeper is in. Nice location on that to Rushman. That one is hit out to center. Nice running grab for the Red Sox, and that's one away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Cedane Rafaela.
Laureano.
Is that right? No way would they have Bonds and not put him all over.
Oh, one.
Ooh, just on the edge. That's a ball. Asking about where that missed. Marketing this game before it even came out. Yeah, I was wondering that too. I feel like it's probably a much bigger deal. I think people like making things seem true. I think you were theorizing that he's going to be the cover athlete for next year. Cutter in for out number 2, strike 3. The leadoff single, not doing anything here as Crochet navigates another base runner.
Westford.
Even though we have a pretty good cover athlete opportunity in a guy named Julio, a guy named Big Dumper. Give me the Big Dumper edition. It's a regular. I have a PlayStation 5 thing right here. It's a regular PS5 case, right? But maybe it just has like a little bit of an ass on the back of it. The Big Dumper edition. Come on. Sony, put me on your marketing team. People just want Bonds.
Ball. 2-0.
And he's never been in a game. Four seam just catches the edge. Bonds himself he's very weird about his name. Yeah. There's always one guy who's just like, I don't. Because it was like a big deal when they were able to get Michael Jordan in the games. Like, ugh. Bill Belichick isn't in any of the sports games. Somebody else I think is missing. Is it Madden that I was playing that had a coach that was a little odd? I don't think Dan Wilson's in the game correctly for the Mariners. Ooh, sweeper. Beautiful sweeper. That would have buckled my knees. And that is an out to end the 4th. Still 1-0 here in Baltimore. Today's stats between Povich and Crochet. 4 innings for each. Just the 1 run given up by Garrett Crochet. 4 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. 5 hits given up for Povich. Just the 1 strikeout. No walks. As we get ready for the top of the 5th. He was in early games but opted out of the MLB PA license to own his name. Okay. Swing in a foul ball from Toro. That one is smacked out to right and caught. So Toro retired after a couple of pitches and it is 1 away.
Designated hitter, Christian Campbell.
I mean, people must love just recreating him in the show, but you can't do anything with it, especially
Outside.
what's Diamond Dynasty.
Ball, that's low.
Oh yeah, all the fake Barry Bonds games replace him. Didn't because Kofi did a video. I think we were talking about that when Bonds had come up previously. It was Kofi had done a video about that topic. Christian Campbell lines out to left. And that'll bring up Wilyer Abreu. Boston's averaging over a hit per inning, but they can't do anything with it. They've gotten caught on the base paths twice and cut down at home once. A pickoff move, a stolen base that went wrong, and maybe a little too aggressive. This game probably should be tied 1-1. You sacrifice the out for the run. You try to have a play at the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
1 and 2.
3.
And gets a curveball. That's a really nice location on that curveball. Looks super hittable. It was going to be strike 3 regardless. Just like that, the Red Sox are done. Orioles up next. MLB news and notes. We already read all of that. Ooh, 69 pitches for Crochet. Nice.
Yep,
Misses that cutter outside. Gross. Brendan Bernardino. Bernardino? Ooh, that one is hit but foul. And the best contact in this game has been the foul balls. As Mateo gonna hit a bunt. That's gonna sky over to first base. Toro with the out.
Batting, center fielder.
I think we had Jorge Mateo on our team at one point. There is always one weird trade. This year it's the Seiya Suzuki trade. We had Key Brian Hayes one year. I think we had Mateo, or he was just a Mariner at the time. Here, we can look it up. Everything blurs together. Let's see.
Nope.
Jorge Mateo. Why is he not playing? Because he sucks. Yankees, Padres, Orioles. Okay, so he never did play for the... We must have gotten him in a trade one year. Claimed off waivers. Cedric Mullins up now. That hit a... And this is going to be a fly out to left. Mateo recorded his first big league hit against the Seattle Mariners on a ground rule double for the San Diego Padres. Luis Garcia over 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Sinker, nice location. In for strike 1.
Nope.
That one
That's
just
inside.
misses inside. And another fly ball out to right field. And that will end the 5th. Low scoring game here in Baltimore. Still just 1-0. Oh, fan cam. You can take a look at this ugly, stupid out-of-town scoreboard. And the building that King Griffey Jr. hit.
Leading off for
Baltimore
Boston,
Orioles,
center
taking a look
fielder,
at their
Sagan
starting
Raphael.
pitcher season stats. Boy, I don't really want to face this team in the playoffs, huh? 8th in innings, 6th in ERA, whip, and hits per 9. With strikeouts tied for 8th at 580. And they don't give up a lot of walks, which is good.
Ball 1.
Rafaela takes a ball that should have been a strike. Zone's been a little bit funky. Tries to go back in that part of the zone, and Rafaela lets it go. 2-0 count. Povich winds and fires. Fouls that 4-seam off, and it's 2-1. Ooh, I smacked. Like the sound of that coming off the bat, but pulled it foul. And he's going to be able to get it right up the middle. Nice little single there. Boston could have something cooking here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder,
They'll do something
Jared
dumb.
Duran.
They'll get caught stealing or clap through that man's arm, I guess. Jaron Duran. Again, not Rafael Devers.
Ball 1.
4-seam misses inside. It appears that they would have the Orioles aware of the potential for a steal or a hit and run. Sweeper. Finds the zone in 1-1. one fouled up the third base side for strike 2.
Ball.
Good eye on that curveball. That probably would have gotten me. It looked like it just dipped at the last moment. Camera obviously a little bit different from when we're hitting because we have the catcher cam. Swing in, a miss on a fastball, and that'll be out number 1. Got him to go on a forcing just outside the zone. And that is... it's a nice location. Both of those pitches were pretty competitive. Giants still 3-3 going into the bottom of the 9th. Ooh, that's exciting. Go for a walk-off. I could go for a walk-off.
No, he's in.
Well, they did go back. They tried to get Rafaela, but he's... Rafaela. I keep calling him Rafaela. Rafaela? Rafaela. God, his name breaks my brain. Circle change high in the zone. Looks so good, but it is just strike 1. So who is Matt Chapman? He got hit the other day in the head, not rudely. He has a home run today.
1-1.
Curveball is way outside. Big swing and a miss on a sweeper. Bottom part of the zone at 81 miles an hour. 1-2 to David Hamilton. 0 for 2 on the day. Let's that one go high. Well, I see a lot of these pitches and I go, you would have made a mistake there and there and there. Let's that one go. One of those 2 fastballs absolutely would have gotten me. Especially with how some of the pitchers have been throwing today. Where they're throwing some of those curveballs or sweepers or circle changes where they're dipping it in the top of the zone. Absolutely would have fooled me, and I would have been swinging at some of those fastballs. Fouls it off to stay alive. Full count. Just missed on the top side of the zone. A great take by David Hamilton. First walk allowed by the Orioles today, and there are 2 on with just 1 out. Devers, nice average improvement, but not as many home runs. The RBIs haven't dropped off. I think you would take that August. Of course, they are 3-7 in their last 10, so maybe not.
That's a ball.
That's just inside, ball 1. Yainer Cano. Keegan Aiken, I believe, was on the right. Cade Fovich.
Ball 2.
Let's that one go high. 2-0 counts. See if he looks for the fastball and tries to just absolutely hammer it out of the stadium. Kinda, yeah. That was a pretty good looking fastball, but just a foul ball. 2-1. That one is sliced through the infield out to left. It is going to be another play at the plate, and this one is up the line a little bit. It is safe, and Boston gets the game-tying run off of a Devers single. That one looked like it was kind of low in the zone, but went down and got it. Boston's been aggressive on the base paths all day long. Good to see them still do that late into this one. Povich will be done for the day. He is responsible for the 2 runners on board. We'll see who they bring in.
Now
It is
for the Orioles.
Andrew Kittredge, who I don't believe was warming up in the bullpen, or they just pulled somebody else. Whatever. Not a large sample size, 19 appearances, 24.1 innings pitched. And he will get the pleasure of facing Alex Bregman with 2 on. That's a nice slider. Just gets the inside corner there. Looks the runner back at second. Bregman hits it. It's going foul. Is there a shot? No. Took a peek, but ran out of room. Almost an exciting play for the Boston Red Sox, but instead just a long strike. That one is going to go to the third baseman. He will tag and throw over to first. That is a kind of funky double play, but it gets the job done. But not before Devers knocks in one on a single. It's 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning here in Baltimore. They are going to bring in Liam Hendricks, 67.1 innings pitched in 66 games. A 4-3 record with 17 holds. 4.41 ERA. Righties and lefties batting pretty close.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Checking in on the real-life action. Giants have a runner in scoring position. They have 2 on with 1 out, first and second. And the knuckle curve just misses. That is such a good-looking pitch. It's on the inside the whole way. Looked pretty tasty and then just dropped just a touch too low. As good as that pitch is, and as competitive as that pitch is, that is a location that drives me absolutely nuts. And instead serves up a cookie over the middle, long, or to the wall. There's a lady in the window. Fires into second, and that is a leadoff double for Ryan Mountcastle. Is he doing a sprinkler? Is he the 2003 Seattle Seahawks? How long has there been a window there? Just someone... It's the sickos thing from The Onion. It's just... Is it Deion Branch that did that? He's too new of a player.
Ball, that's in.
The Branch sounds right. Hey! We got a final. Let's see if they have it. Jung-Hoo Lee. Singles to right fielder. Wilmer Flores to second. Christian Koss scores. And the Giants pick up a win over the Chicago Cubs. Walk-off win. Congratulations, Giants and Giants fans. All you baseball fans. I'm Sunny Day. Gotta be as cool as Sunny Day, huh?
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2, nobody out. Runner on second for Gunnar Henderson. 1 for 2 on the day. He just could not catch up to that fastball. That is an incredibly hittable location.
Now that is left field.
Oh, man.
Oh,
You do not want to leave that pitch in that spot to that hitter. He did and got away with it. Woohoo! So what is that? My app is not going to be updated enough. Is there an outside shot? I mean, they have a losing record. That's not me piling on. I realized as I was saying, I was like, that sounds kind of rude. Standings. There's a slider in for a strike. Wild card, 7 games back. A lot of teams to climb. That one is hit strongly but foul. One away here for Hendricks. Fires a slider outside and gets a strikeout on Tyler O'Neill.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher Adley Rutschman.
So Adley Rutschman will come up. 7 for 39 against the Red Sox this year. That is a really bad average. Does have a couple home runs. But if he does just have 2 home runs and only 2 RBIs, just been a couple of solo shots. Good job to let that go. Again, a nice job. Is it Colton Wong behind the dish for Boston? We've seen a couple of pitches in the dirt throughout this day for the Boston Red Sox pitching staff, and he's done a really good job to corral it and not allow base runners to advance. And Rutschman, I think he did that last time. There was a Baltimore Oriole that definitely, he looked at a 2-strike count and then they went fastball in the other batter's box. And he swung it and gave him just a really bad out. Second time we've seen that time with the runner in scoring position. It stays 1-1.
Now pitching for the Orioles.
So we will head to the top of the 7th with Yiner Cano. Yenier? Yenier. I say his name. There's like 4 or 5 guys in this game that I'm just like, I'm sorry.
Leading off for the Red Sox,
Yenier.
catcher Connor Wong.
Cano. Connor Wong. Hey, I knew that one. Good for me. Phew. Sinker up in the zone in at 97. As we are in the top of the 7th. Fouls off the sinker. 0-2. And the sinker. Great location on that sinker. If you're Connor Wong at the dish, you're kind of just hoping that that's going to drop just a little bit lower. Or he's just going to make a bad call. Because we've seen a couple here and there that have been clearly strikes that he's called balls. Well, that's a great job by Cano to just stick that right at the bottom of the zone. Toro is indeed a switch hitter. But I can never remember because he's one of the better examples of like really good like 70 power against one side and then half that against the other. I can never remember which way it would go. Toro swings and misses at that one and quickly 0-2. Big swing and a miss on that sinker. And that was not a very good at-bat. Nice pitching.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Jeez Louise. Oh no. Look, I know that I swing at a lot of bad pitches. I get it. He was through the swing before the ball was even in the frame on that last replay. Jeez Louise. God, that Boston jersey up there that the fan is wearing is so ugly. All right. Right to the shortstop. Fires over to first in a much closer play than I realized it would be, and it is out number 3. Red Sox, Orioles still just deadlocked at 1 in the rain in Oriole Park.
Now pitching for Boston.
Trevor
Number
McGill
29.
steps in here for the top of the
Trevor
8th,
McGill.
or bottom of the 7th, excuse me. 58 games with a 4-8 record, 15 holds, 59.2 innings pitched with a 3.62 ERA.
Right fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Laureano's 0 for 1 today,
That's
and that
outside.
knuckle curve just misses on the outside. Laureano fouls off a 100-mile-an-hour fastball to even the count at 1-1.
That's in.
Knuckle
Ball
curve
2.
misses inside. And that one is hit well, but not well enough. Takes a couple steps back in front of the warning track, and it is out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan Westford.
Ooh, that was going to be a really tough pitch to square up. Low in the zone, just on that inside corner.
Now batting,
Westberg gets got and very quickly 2 away.
Mateo.
5 pitches, 2 outs as Mateo steps in. That is going to be a bunt foul. Not really sure again. I think Mateo has some pretty good speed, but you really want to do that with 2 outs? Kind of paying the Red Sox back for what they did. That one goes foul at the third base line. That one just misses. That was strike 3. That should have ended this inning, but we will continue to play on. Oh, no, okay, just one extra pitch. Still 1-1. Yet another pitching change. They're bringing in Keegan Aiken, who is a lefty, a 2.26 ERA, 75 innings pitched.
Number 45.
He will come in to face the lefty Willier Abrelier. That one is fouled back. Slider way up in the zone.
Ball, that's a
Stays high at 95. Felix Bautista warming up in the pen for the Orioles. Slider fouled off. 1-2. Ooh, got him to go again. Just took that slider, poked it a little further outside. Induces the swing and missed it.
The center fielder.
This one away. Rafaela. I don't know. I called him Rafaela earlier, and it was like way wrong. Rafaela. Only 217 on the season, but 1 for 2 today. Four-seam gets the edge. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a run, to be more specific. Fouled off. And jams him inside. It was an 0-2 count. Kind of had to swing. Doesn't get a whole lot of contact, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron Duran.
Jaron Duran. 3 for 17 in the series. 1 for 3 today. Lefty-lefty matchup. And just gets that strike on the outside part of the plate. And that one is skied high. And an easy out. So, neither team can really break through here. It's a little surprising that we have 12 combined hits, but just 2 combined runs. We're going bottom 8. Mullins, Garcia, Mountcastle coming up for the Orioles. But not before. A pitching change.
Now pitching.
Jeff Hoffman. 60 games with a 6-7 record. 2.92 ERA in 74 innings. Cedric Mullins 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Has a 3-run home run. Or 3 RBI and a home run. I guess he could have induced a walk or whatever. But has knocked in a few runs, and his only hit was out of the park. So, and he has 3 home runs against this pitcher, but not a great average. Fouled off at 96. Quickly 0-2. Ball gets away a little bit, but again, corralled nicely by the catcher. Big swing and a miss. The sinker sunk a little bit more. Out of the zone, and that is out number 1 on the strikeout.
Luis Garcia.
Pitch outside. Garcia 0 for 3. A 252 average. 693 OPS. 60 runs, 19 steals. If they get him on, do they put him in motion? Uh-oh. You good? Why are you... Don't disconnect. We're good. We're good. Gotta roll this Chapman in the bullpen. I think that was literally all you missed. Orioles have liked that outside pitch. That time it was a splitter. A couple times we've seen it be a fastball that leads to an easy out. There's something about that, like, middle outside, the left-handed hitters that they are really swinging at that. That one is inside, but mercifully for them goes foul. Ooh, tied him up with a slider in. Garcia is down on strikes, 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
It's a good take inside for ball 1. Mountcastle 2 for 3, a double, a single, a run. He has had a very good series, a couple of home runs, 3 RBI, 9 for 15. Ooh, I thought he had a better looking swing on that, but early on the sinker, very hittable location. Count is 1-1.
Ball 2.
Kind of thought about it, but able to hold back. Only 19,000 in attendance today. It's an early game. Getaway day. That one's inside, missing on the slider. And a rainy day, I'm sure, hurts that attendance number as well. Nothing like what we see at the Athletic Stadium when it's like 1,012. You're like, oof. It's almost like they shouldn't play at a minor league ballpark. Fouls that one off, and it's a full count. Now, Castle does a great job to take a walk. There you go. Missed it low.
Batting, shortstop, Gunner.
He does tap himself on the chest like that was my fault. No duh. You're the one who throws the ball. Gunnar Henderson. Stepping up to the plate. Does he have a hit for a go-ahead run? Not on that pitch. Splitter gets him to go early, and that's foul. 0-1.
Ball. That's
Tries to
back.
go inside with the splitter, but misses. Evens it up.
That's ball.
Good eye on that splitter. 2-1. And another good eye. Even better on that one. Just missed. 3-1 the count. And they work another walk. Put a runner in scoring position. Yes, they can. Missed that spot by a large margin. 12 strikes, 10 balls, 22 total pitches. And it's Tyler O'Neill with 2 on, 1 for 3. The old RISP. Slider. As he was getting ready to throw that pitch, I thought to myself, O'Neill probably needs to be patient here. He's thrown a couple of walks. Oh, we just missed. Or he missed it. Oh, that is going to be the end of it. Got him to go and pop it into foul territory. So the Orioles strand 2. We will head to the 9th inning with a tie game. Hamilton, Devers, Bregman coming to the plate for the Red Sox.
Leading off for Boston, shortstop, David Hamilton.
Strike across the top at 96. So Aiken still in. Quick inning last time. Misses high with a four-seam fastball. smashed and just could not get a hold of it at third base. That's got to just be a base hit. Laying up at third base. Westford can't get to it. Devers takes a ball up high. 2 for 3 on the day. A double, a single, has a run knocked in. He'll be able to knock in the go-ahead run with a good piece of contact here. Whew. Did not get to that. Fastball looked good, but Devers couldn't catch up to it. 1-1. And then looks like he just got absolutely fooled on the slider there. That was a weird looking swing. Good take on that slider. Just missed up high. Full count to Rafael Devers. And he is going to put something in the air, but it's going to be a pretty easy out. So that'll keep the runner at first base.
Now batting, second baseman Alex Bregman.
Aiken not out of the woods yet as Bregman steps up, though he is 0 for 3. Circle change misses high. That one is smashed over to third base. Goes to second, gets the force, but not in time to go to first. That is a loud piece of contact off the bat, but could not get past the third base, but a good job to knock it down and stay with it. A little surprised that he went to second. But I guess, hey, take away the lead runner or I guess get nothing out of it. I think I would have thrown it into right field. It would have been an error. It would have been horrible. So Connor Wong steps to the plate. 1 for 3 today with a single. I mean, that might be a game-saving play for the Orioles. I don't think he's necessarily going to score from there, but could you imagine like a runners on first and third with 1 out instead of 2? God, I'm swinging on the circle change, so Boston. It was what, a leadoff single, and they can't do anything with it. Force out at second and 2 strikeouts. Brennan Bernardino coming in 56.2 innings, 57
Number
games.
83, Brennan Bernardino.
Just under 4 on the ERA. Adley Rushman can end it with 1 good swing here. 1-1, bottom 9. Ooh, wow, that curveball got called a strike. That was never a strike at any point. Yeesh.
Nope, ball 1.
That gives him the break back. Sinker. So 1-1, probably where it should be.
Ball 2.
Doesn't get that call. Wow. Smacked out to right center. Rafaela
Now batting. Right
chases it
fielder,
down and puts it away for out number one. Boy, if we go to extras, that really puts that second game in jeopardy. Being able to watch that. That one is smacked out to right, or left center, excuse me. Going back, and it's Rafaela again.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Just like that, 2 away. 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a flyout, a ground out. Kind of the triple crown there. Curveball is in. He, and by he I mean the umpire, not really seeing it very well. Fouled off on the late swing. 0-2. That one is smacked but foul. Just foul. And you know that the umpire knew it was foul when he was looking at home plate and went, foul ball. That one is smacked to see you guys single. Out to right field.
Now batting. Designated hitter. Jorge Mateo.
The Orioles have had some innings where they've had like really quick outs and super late on that cutter.
0-1.
They've had like 2 outs and then they were able to work some walks. Like they've been putting together some things, but it's just been a little too late at times. That one is fouled away as well. Sinker at 92. That one is hit up the middle. That'll be a flip over to second the short way, and that is out number 3. So we will head to the top of the 10th, or extras, I should say, with a score of 1-1. Red Sox out hitting the Orioles 8-6, and into the game is the closer. We're getting a closer entrance in a non-closing situation, but they can't give my pitcher a closing entrance ever. Cool, thanks, game.
Now pitching for the Orioles.
See how you feel about the Seattle Mariners?
Number 74.
I get it.
Felix Bautista.
We didn't even get to see the Edwin Diaz entrance because we got destroyed by them, or won. So Toro flips around to the left-hand side of the batter's box. 1 for 3 on the day as Bautista enters the game.
1 ball, 1 strike.
101 mile an hour fastball. Ooh, slider all the way down at 84. Whew, 17 miles an hour, a difference. 1-2 count here. That one slides outside. Triple digits. Ooh, big swing and a miss.
Now back, the designated hitter, Christian Campbell.
All right, so they're going to bring in a pinch hitter, Masataka Yoshida. 11 stolen bases, a career high.
Ball 1.
Bautista's got that velocity, but the control doesn't seem to be there, or the location doesn't seem to be there, because that fastball's kind of sailed high on him, slipped out to the outside. Does get Yoshida to bite on the splitter, all the way down at 88. Brutal change of velocity there. Aroldis Chapman still warming up in the Red Sox bullpen. Oh, Yoshida gets it. Henderson can't come up with it. It's a cutoff, and the Red Sox lead in extras 2-1. Yoshida comes off the bench on a gross, rainy night and fires one up the middle. I'm a bear. Abreu steps in. Red Sox looking to salvage this series. If you're just tuning in, they've lost the first 3 of 4. Just looking for a win here. They are currently the last... No, they are the second to last team in the wild card, aka the second team in the wild card. It's Yankees, Red Sox, Rangers, I believe at the moment, in the American League for our franchise, as that slider misses low. The Red Sox are 3-7 in their last 10. And the Baltimore Orioles, the opposite of what we have in real life. They are in first place here. Got him. Looking beautiful. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Just absolutely dotted that. That is a terrific pitch to get and out. Is that out number 2, I believe? Oh, he hit him. That was a splitter that just came out of his hand weird. Sailed right into his big cheeks. Rafaela over at first. Over at first. Moves the other guy up to second, who I forget who it is. But this one gets popped out. So Jarren Duran kind of ruining the flow. Ruining the rhythm. But Masataka Yoshida comes in and does what he needs to do. It's a pretty close play by Henderson over at second. Or shortstop, excuse me. Just couldn't quite get to it. And it gives the Red Sox a 2-1 lead. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to redeem himself. Justin Slayton, though, coming in for the save. 32 of 33 saves and opportunities. A 1.73 ERA and just 57.1 innings pitched. That one gets away, but the catcher does a good job to hold on to it. It's Wong yet again, doing a good job. That's 4 or 5 pitches now that we've seen in the dirt, and he has corralled every one of them. Cutter fired in at 94 here against Mullins. 1-1. The Manfred man on. Missed that one. He's going to try and take third, and he is in. Safe. And as soon as I compliment him, he finally lets one get a little too far away. But that's the risk you take. If this is pitch number 5, number 6, one of them is bound to bounce away from him eventually. A good read there. And not a terrible throw. It's a close play at third. So the tying run now 90 feet away. That one is fouled off. So a lot of ways for this run to score. That one just misses high. 12-6. Oh, he popped it. This one isn't even going to be deep enough to score the run. So Mullins pops it out.
Second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Oof. That spot has gotten a little bit wide here in the late stages of this one. That's a generous strike in favor of Slayton and the Red Sox. That is another that's a brutal break for the Baltimore Orioles. Playing infield in.
First baseman.
And the Red Sox make the play that the Orioles can't, preventing that run from scoring. Mountcastle with a 2 for 3 day. Fouls off pitch number 1. 2 away. Gets the cutter at the bottom of the zone. 1 strike away from salvaging a game in the series. What does Slayton have against Mountcastle? Foul ball. We'll do it again. Mountcastle fouls that one off to stay alive, 0-2. And misses with the sweeper. Great eye by Ryan Mountcastle. My gut tells me I would swing at that pitch. Not because it was a good idea, but because I would have gotten fooled by a sweeper. Another good eye evens the count up at 2-2. Cam Mountcastle gets it. It's Rafael Devers. He airmails it. Oh, we have a tie game. Devers airmails the ball. It's like the easiest play in the world. Oh my gosh. It looked so... He kind of double clutched it there. And it just kept going. Okay, the Orioles are still alive. They needed 1 pitch. They kind of got exactly what they needed. A little grounder. Should be easy. Third to first.
Off the plate, ball 1.
But instead, Gunnar Henderson gets an opportunity to turn this game around in favor of the Orioles. They can somehow score that runner from first, or we go to the top of the 11th. Cutter inside. That looked like it was going to go kind of out, and it just out the whole way. Bop back in over the outside part of the zone. Fires over to first. Tries to apply the tag, but he's late. Fouls that one away. 1-2. That one is hit to the shortstop. He fires over to second, gets the force out. We're heading to the top of the 11th in a game that probably should be over. Red Sox Orioles tied at 2.
Now pitching for the Orioles. Number 54.
Danny Colomb.
Danny Coulomb.
0-4 record, 12 holds. ERA at 2.94 in 63 games. David Hamilton, 1 for 3 with a single. That one is fouled away. Checks the runner on second. A 12-6 curve with a big old swing. And the slurve gets him on the outside. So strikeout for out number 1. It's a big out. And a good job by the Orioles. Bring it in. Hey, lefty, lefty. Red Sox lineup, if I remember correctly, big pain in the ass for me. With an all right-handed starting pitching squad for the Mariners. So Rafael Devers comes up to the plate, 2 for 4 today. Double single and an RBI. You're going to throw it back, and he is safe. Wow. Didn't think he got back in time, but umpire says safe. I mean, how does that change the complexion of this inning if they get outnumbered 2 on the base runner at second? Instead, Devers grounds out to the shortstop, Henderson, and it's 2 away for Alex Bregman, who was 0-4. Popped out in the first. Feels like an eternity ago. And they are going to intentionally walk to set up a force at any base, which is a little surprising because he's 0 for 4.
Next to the Red Sox, catcher Connor Wong.
Connor Wong is 1 for 4, 6 for 14 in the series, a triple, a couple of doubles it looked like. And he has an opportunity to do some damage if he can. Cutter in on the outside part of the plate. He is going to pop this out. Should be a center catch by the center fielder. He is indeed out, and we will head to the bottom of the 11th. So the Orioles do what they need to do. Strand the Manfred man. O'Neill, Rushman, and Laureano coming up to the plate. So Slayton still in. Gets that call on the cutter on the inside part. Misses the sweeper inside. O'Neill, a terrific opportunity here for a walk-off win. Fouls it away. It was another pitch that was probably going to go in the dirt for the Red Sox, or definitely was going to go in the dirt. You could see the catcher adjusting to be ready to block that ball. Instead, it got fouled away. The reason that would be so important is they could advance the runner to third. Wong's been great behind the dish all day, but did let one get away. And that run did end up scoring, coming around to score. O'Neill strikes out, so it'll bring up Adley Rushman. 0 for 4, he grounded out in the first. That is a cutter. That's a beautiful location. Fouls away that cutter. It's 0-2. That one's way inside. That one, again, corralled nicely. Holds the runner at second. That's what he's been doing a great job at all day long. It's literally been one bad bounce. That one is hit but foul. Count stays 2-2. That one fouled off the other way. Long at bat here for Adley. That one is going to be popped to the third base side. Does he have room? He does. So that'll be out number 2. Long at bats.
Right fielder.
The runner stayed at second, though the umpire came over and got on a knee just in case. He was ready to propose. Proposed that the runner was safe or out at third. Cora going to the bullpen. We'll see a new arm here.
Now pitching for Boston,
It's going to be
Number
Aroldis
44.
Chapman.
Aroldis Chapman.
Wow, so I did not realize the Cubs got swept by the Giants. So Ramon Laureano steps in 0 for 3. Chapman fires a slider wide. Ball 1. 172 with runners in scoring position. That is cracked. Deep and gone. Laureano wins it for the Orioles. The Red Sox lose on an error by Devers. A walk-off absolutely crushed. Perfect home run. Wow. Didn't really matter if it was going to be a home run or not. That hit won the game regardless. It just kept going out of the ballpark. So we watched Baltimore get a little bit of that Baltimore BS that we see against us pretty frequently. And it's infuriating. Just the worst timed error for the Boston Red Sox that you could have possibly had. Danny Colomb gets the win, his first of the season. Justin Slayton gets tagged with the loss, 4-3. Even though technically it should be Aroldis Chapman, I guess Slayton was on when they put the runner on second. So logically, I think you can understand it, but also like it wasn't his fault. Wow. So Baltimore, who was down to their final strike before Devers fired an error from third to first. There's the cut down run by Boston with their aggressive base running throughout the day. They got out on the base paths quite a few times. They got picked off once. They got caught stealing. And then obviously the play cut it down at the plate. So a funky game. 4-2 your final. Justin Slayton, like I said, he gets the loss. 1.2 innings pitched. I mean, he got the 2 outs. Brutal. Brutal way to get handed a loss. No hits, 1 strikeout. No walks, no earned. Devers was 2 for 5 with a double and a ribby. Christian Campbell. Christian Campbell. Sorry, there's a T in there. 1 for 3 with a double. Masataka was 1 for 1 with an RBI. Sedane. Nope, that's not right. Sidon. Crap. He was 1 for 3 with a run. Mountcastle was 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI. He also scored. Danny Colomb gets the win. 1 inning pitch, no hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, no earned. Ramon Laureano was 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run. Gunnar Henderson 1 for 4 with a double. Knocked in and scored a run. Jorge Mateo was 1 for 4. He scored a run. Wild game here in rainy Baltimore. And we, I believe, will just have enough time for this, hopefully. Oh, God. For this next game. We don't get any rewards for watching, which is fine. We are going to view today's games. We're not going to worry about the standings. Phillies, actually, we can worry about the standings. We can update you. Just in case you're just tuning in, we're taking a look at a National League wildcard team in the Phillies. They're a half game up on the Reds. Phillies lose, the Reds would be tied to get into the playoffs. If the Phillies win, they can push that up to a full game. They are playing the Braves today in Philly, a team that we just played. Play the full game, but we won't actually play it. We're going to Citizens Bank Park. It was a nightmare for us. We'll see if it's a nightmare for the Braves. The Braves we are about to play them, I think, in a week. It's a weird road trip where the Mariners, we have today off. And then I think we play 6 in a row. And then there's a day off. I don't know. It's a funky schedule. I can take a look at it. It is an NL East matchup as we take a look at some of the storylines. Grant Holmes dominant on the mound as of late. Profar and Ozuna looking to extend 13 or 14 and 13 game hitting streaks. Ranger Suarez dominant on the mound as of late. Schwarber's hitting 409 over the last 6. Ozuna extends the league lead in home run total, 32. Spencer Schwellenbach, or to say it as Jake Storielli does, Spencer Schwellenbach, has a big game on the mound in a win versus the Marlins. The actual time that it says Marlins, and Ozuna shines in that as well. I think we just have the same stuff. I don't think there's anything new there. And we don't even need the farm report. But I should have looked at it. I should have looked at it. Phillies can gain some ground here. But I don't think they can gain much. I believe this is game 4 of a 4-game set as we take a look at Ranger Suarez stats. It is 828.
Leading off for the Braves,
ATL
center
at
fielder
PHI.
Michael Harris II.
Michael Harris is going to lead things off as I edit real quick this thumbnail. That is fouled up the first base line. Don't in the stream, Sean. We're having a good time. All right, we do need this game to go like a little bit quicker.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right. Phillies 70 and 63. They are the 3rd wild card spot as we just saw. And a little bloop shot into center field is how this game is going to get started.
Batting second, left fielder Jurickson Profar.
Yeah, let's see. So, as for the Mariners,
Ball 1, no strike.
start a series with the Guardians tomorrow. That one is fouled away on the sinker. So let's see, we'll play the Guardians for 3, the Rays for 3, and then, oh, that's what it is. There's a next Thursday is off. Oh, that one misses the first baseman. He's going to throw it over to second. That was a bad advance. He was out by a mile. A near disaster turns into a positive because for some reason they said, yeah, Michael Harris, just run. And I like what the first baseman did there. Went and covered first base in case Harris decided to try and turn back. He was going to be caught a run down either way. The Mariners have a funky schedule because there's a Thursday off and then 3 in Atlanta. And then after that Sunday game in Atlanta, they play the Cardinals at home. And there's a 7-game homestand after that, so. That one is smacked foul. Just foul. Again, perfect vision. Looking straight at home plate, and you can see behind you. Foul. Sinker fouled off. 2-2 with 1 away. Bit of an odd start for the Atlanta Braves. That one is swung on, and they are going to call that an out. Jurickson Profar in the game.
Right fielder Ronald Acuna
He got
Jr.
popped for PEDs, I want to say. Suarez gets the call on the outside, and 0-1 to Ronald Acuna Jr. Great to see him back. Should have been the cover athlete of last year's MLB The Show. And I feel like he was going to, because they had the 24, and it looked like it was going to be Atlanta colored. And all of the marketing looked like it was going to be Ronald Acuna Jr. red and yellow for Atlanta. And then it was Vlad, which just seemed odd. It would be kind of cool if they did do like the number year as the jersey, because then you could have had the 24 look like the 24 on the back of the Blue Jays jersey. Put me in the friggin' marketing. What are we doing? 3 things. My 3 pitches. Number 1, the number of the year. For example, we have Madden NFL 26. That number would match the cover athlete's team's number. Number 2, Big Dumper would be on the cover of MLB The Show 26 with a Big Dumper edition with a nice round caboose on the back of the physical package. Okay? And I may have forgotten number 3. But I will remember after I tell you that it's nothing. Number 3. What was number 3? Maybe I only had 2 points. Grant Holmes coming in, 12-7 in 27 starts. So 19 of 27 decisions on him. That's, you know what? We're not going to worry about it. It's an awful beard, but 3.76 ERA.
Leading off for the Phillies.
I feel like it was good. I feel like it was actually a good pitch. I can't believe it. It was just gone.
0-1.
Yeah, it's gone. Maybe it was only a 2-pitch situation. Holmes fires in a strike to Bryson Stott. And that one is crushed up the right field line, but foul. Twelve 6 curve. Fouled away. Still 0-2.
Ball 1.
That one is inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Get down. Ball 2.
Ball sails high. 2-2. Stott hits this one out to left. Got under it a little bit. Nice easy catch. And that'll be 1 away. Take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies starting lineup. A little lefty, righty, lefty there at the bottom. And there must be... Bryce Miller must be injured and must have been injured for most, if not all of this season. Because we didn't see him at any of the games, I don't think. I could be wrong about that. Gets the call on the outside part of the plate. It's 0-1. That one is smashed up the first base line, but fair. Nice play over at first by Matt Olson. And that will be out number 2. Ooh. Yes, I would like to buy a lot of 4 PlayStation 2 games. eBay, stop it.
Ball 1.
Don't need that. Oh, I guess an hour ago the score sent me a notification about the Packers trade that we were talking about a while ago, and that one does include the Kenny Clark piece of information.
Ball 2.
Wow. Is this... I don't want to be dramatic. I don't want to overstate or... Oh, my goodness. Trey Turner cracks that one out to left, and it makes me have to hold my thought that I won't forget this time. And gives the Phillies a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Or bottom of the first, excuse me. I don't know who's home and away. Trey Turner, his 25th home run of the season. I know Micah Parsons is considered a very, very good player. There's something about it that kind of is like, just kind of, as a Green Bay fan, you go like, Reggie White? Take a cool guy from the NFC East. Say, come hang out in Green Bay. Anyway, Reggie White rules. He was huge, instrumental. I know Brett Favre gets a lot of the credit for the offense and stuff, but Reggie White is arguably the more important piece because they were able to sign him from free agency. Bobbled over at second, and that is going to be safe. So the Braves, with just a bizarre start to this game, there's an error already. There was a very weird run on the base paths. trying to advance Harris to second on a passed ball, or not a passed ball, but a missed throw over. We're kind of playing this game in parallel to it actually happening.
Counts 1-0.
That ball's in the dirt, but handled well by Murphy. I believe Sean Murphy spells his name correctly, so there's that. Did I get my name spelled incorrectly when I went to Carl's Jr. today? Absolutely. We got college football on this weekend. Boise State is playing in South Florida right now, which is kind of cool. This ball is going, caught at the wall, and that will end the first inning. So Trey Turner gets the Phillies started in this one with a home run, and it is 1-0 Phillies. Hold on, I was trying to figure out, is this the beginning or the end of a series? I believe it's the end. No, it's the beginning. This is the first of a 4-game set. Okay.
Leading off for Atlanta, the designated
Yeah,
hitter,
that's
Marcel Ozuna.
this is really big in our franchise, in our world. This series is real big.
Ball.
Circle change. Why do the Phillies play the Brewers Monday the 1st, Wednesday the 3rd, and Thursday the 4th?
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That is so bizarre. Speaking of things that are bizarre related to MLB scheduling, the MLB schedule came out yesterday, which I thought was a little odd because there's still a month left in the season, but whatever. They're bringing back opening day, which will be Giants Yankees, which is kind of exciting. Is there not an international series next year? I thought there was another like series in like Japan or whatever, but I guess
Ball
not.
2.
Otherwise, I think they would have talked about that. Then there will be a traditional opening day, so that opening night is on a Wednesday, and then the season starts on Thursday. But because Seattle, and this is where it gets kind of interesting, or kind of weird, I'm curious to see how the game handles it, is Seattle has World Cup games, and for some reason they didn't put the Mariners just out of town when that would happen. So there are scheduled doubleheaders for the Mariners next year against the Red Sox, and I forget what the other team was, as we have a little comebacker to the mound, and Suarez puts Ozuna away
Batting fifth,
for out number
second
1 in
baseman,
the top of the
Ozzy
second. Ozzy Albies stepping in. So it's going to be interesting to see that. Because it's like, well, do I start working on the off-season content already? Do we just figure it out as we go? Albies out
Batting
from
sixth,
third to first.
baseman, Austin Riley.
I believe a 5-3. Austin Riley coming in.
Ball, that pitch is
Four
out.
seam sales high. Riley versus Suarez. That really disappeared. I was going to read. I believe it was 10 for 24 with 2 home runs. Oh, you know what I can do is I can look at my own stream because we're a little bit behind. I'm a little behind there. Full screen.
Ball, that's inside.
Okay. Why is that so behind? Yeah, 10 for 24 with 4 home runs.
The count's
Curveball way inside. We have a full count with 2 outs. Matt Olson on deck. That one is fouled off. Good swing. That was going to be right at the bottom of the zone. I tried to take a drink from my microphone. And that is fouled off. There's a look at your AL East or NL East standings. That's why this series is important. Philly is 7.5 games back of the Braves. If you keep an eye on that score bug down below, you'll see that they are in a very tight race for the wild card as well. So, good opportunity here for the Phillies to gain some ground on first place. They're half a game ahead of Cincinnati, 2 games ahead of Pittsburgh. As Austin Riley is having the battle of a lifetime. No, good battle here. Fouls that one off. Don't really know why those guys got super scared, but alright. Finally, Suarez puts him down, but a tremendous at-bat between the two. And we will head to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0. Suarez gets the best of Riley that time. 1-0. I wonder if I can watch that Boise State game on YouTube. Super totally legally. Wow. I mean, that's the best part. The best part. Okay, get rid of the chat, please. I don't need the chat. Oh my god. Here I am looking like an old man. Oh, because I have to do that. Gotcha. Then I gotta flip it. Then I gotta take the chat off. Nick Castellanos with a 1-1 count here in the bottom of the second. Fouls that one off. College football season is great because you can just go onto a platform that's easily accessible and may be watched right now. Swing and a miss. And you can just search college football live. People are just streaming college football live. It's great. It's great. It's kind of a funny joke that I've been working on of like college football is even more exciting because now you get to watch it on a stream that might get taken down at any moment. So you could parlay the bet of I'm going to watch this Boise State game and I want Boise State to win. And I also think that the stream is going to get cut during the third quarter. We'll parlay there for you. Because this stream looks like it's falling apart. Why is that running at 8 frames? Am I sucking up too much internet? No, because I have other... Oh, the Philly Fanatic looks awful in this game. Are you kidding me? I don't know what's in the water over in Philadelphia, but they... Between the Fanatic and Gritty... Just incredible stuff.
Oh, that's up there.
Let's go, Phillies. They are going to send the runner. Real Muto fouls that one off. So we'll hit and run there. Ball sails high. 97 on the fastball. Grant Holmes winds and fires. Swing and a miss. Gets him on the slider. And JT is down on strike. Second strikeout of the day for Holmes.
Batting ninth, first baseman Cody Clemens.
So, that'll bring up Cody Clemens. Nice, horrible slider. There's no way you want that pitch in that location, but does get the call. That one just fired up the third base line and foul. Boise State wearing some sweet white helmets. That blue really pops on the
One ball.
on the white helmets. Looks really nice. I don't like the black helmets that Boise State wears. The blue gets lost. It's ugly. But on the white, whew. If you did the black base helmet for Boise State with like orange, that could be kind of cool. Nice easy catch out there in center field. So the Phillies strand one, and it is still 1-0. Couple of hits for the Phillies. I bet a lot of people are excited about the Texas-Ohio State game this weekend as we take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies. Their pitching last series, 24.2 innings pitched, a 5.11 ERA. Yeesh. 10.9 hits per 9. 15 strikeouts, 10 walks, and a 1.62 whip. Yuck. Not great. This one is sliced down to left, giving chase, and it'll drop probably just a single. And the throw is not really close to second, but
Batting eighth,
good job by Matt
shortstop,
Olson.
Orlando Arcia.
Just kind of fought that one off to left field. No, they're going to go for it. He is out by so... That is a hit and run, and that's the perfect pitch for it. Gets a swing over the top. It's well handled by Real Muto in the back, or as the catcher. He's out by like 5 feet. That is it. We've seen a lot of aggression on the base paths, which is just not something that we see on our team because we don't do it. What's a hit and run? Who could possibly know? Orlando Arcia could have home run number 100 by the time we see them next week. That one fouled off. Just got a piece of it. Curveball tied him up.
Ball.
Curveball low. Curveball in the zone. Charged at third base. Fires. And that is out. Number 2.
Batting
Number
ninth,
2. Not
catcher,
Quiet Coyote.
Sean
Number
Murphy.
2. Quiet Coyote. 2 outs. What do you mean my stream got banned for gang signs? Brewers put up 12 against the Diamondbacks. As we see out number 3. Third baseman dove, but the shortstop was there to make the out. Bit of a palindrome there. 1-2-0-0-2-1.
Leading off for the
Bryson
Phillies.
Stott 0 for 1 with a flyout as we get set for inning number 3. Swung on and fouled back. That one is fouled off the third base side. Maybe I'll have a shot at a foul ball today. Probably not, but you never know. For some reason, I glanced at my phone. I thought the guy was wearing a beekeeper costume. I don't know why. He's just standing at the replay booth. Kind of a light jaunt out there by the left fielder.
Up next for the Phillies, center fielder Johan Rojas.
Johan Rojas 0 for 1 with a ground out.
Ball
Inside on the cutter. And it is 1-0. Thanks again to everybody hanging out today. I appreciate it. Slider outside. Four seam. That looked good. Couldn't catch up to it. Good pitch mix there. Slider outside. Speed him up with the fastball, even though it's in a hittable location. And a competitive one that just misses on the inside. 3-1 to Rojas. And early on that one, so a little bit of an over adjustment. That one is smashed left field. The chase is on, and he's on the warning track. Sometimes I've been listening to radio broadcasts because I can have earbuds on at work. Well, earbud in at work. And sometimes the commentators make it sound like it's going to be a no doubt home run, and then it's just like a casual out. You're like, oh, okay. And then this game does it to me, where I'm like, oh, that sounds like it's a good sound off the bat, and so that's just a lazy fly ball. This is a bold play for Boise State. They're just going to draw them out. No, they're going to go. Tush push. Wow. They went for it on 4th and 1 at their own 33. That's wild. 0-2 count here to Trey Turner, who's 1 for 1 with a solo shot. That is a four-seam well off the plate. Think if that pitch looks a little more competitive out of the tunnel, he probably He could swing at it. Instead, it's hit well to the shortstop. Fires over to first, and that is out number 3. So a good job here by Holmes. I mean, granted, he only gave up the 1 home run, but he's looked good over the last couple of innings. 1-0 Phillies. Madsen still the quarterback for Boise State, obviously trying to replace the irreplaceable Ashton Genty. Michael Harris the second, 1 for 1 on the day, leads off the 4th. Takes a fastball for a strike. 5 for 22, 5 strikeouts. Not the stat you want to see. That one is smashed out toward the left field gap, and that'll get down. Should be a double. I'll throw it in. Hold the runner at second. And Harris, with his 31st double of the season, gets things started positively for the Braves in the top of the 4th. Jurickson Profar 0 for 1. He's going to smack that in foul. Suarez, pitch number 56. That one is hit. First baseman dives, but can't get to it. Should have a play at the plate. It's fired in. Catcher is way up the line. Did not get there. I mean, that throw was going to be late. He was up the line. Profar gets his 15th consecutive game with a hit, a.k.a. 15-game hitting streak. Just sliced that one out to right field. Harris must have a little more speed than I was going to give him credit for. There are a few guys that we see every once in a while, and we'll get to, hopefully I'll remember that. I won't in a week, but because we'll see Atlanta, we'll probably be surprised all over again by Harris's speed. There are a few guys in this game that their speed rating, you kind of just go like, huh? It's a little head tilt moment. I thought that was going to be a much closer play. I think maybe you try to hit the cutoff guy. We're all tied at 1. We stayed tied at 1 for a long time in yesterday's game. That one is fouled off. Oh, Boise State's number 25. Good for them. Outside on the circle change. 2-2. That one is hit, and that should be an out in foul territory.
Now batting,
He is
designated
indeed.
hitter Marcel Ozuna.
Nice placement on that curveball. Ozuna with a 13-game hitting streak. We'll see if he can keep it rolling. Curveball on the outside. Pitching a little east and west. And 3 straight curveballs sets him down.
Now batting, second baseman Ivy Albi.
Curveball inside. Curveball outside. Right back inside. 74, 75, 75. That was kind of us all game when we played yesterday. Just could not figure out that knuckle curve. Or knuckle ball, excuse me. That one is hit out right center. Might split the gap perfectly. No, just kidding. Had just a little too much air under it, but Jurickson Profar helps tie this game by knocking in the run. The runner at second.
Leading off for
News
the
and notes.
Phillies, designated
Complete game shutout versus the Athletics. I think we read all that. Stop talking about the Padres winning in extras versus the Mariners. God, game. Hurting my feelings over here. Schwarber steps up to the plate. Takes strike one. Fouls off four seam for strike two.
Ball inside.
Takes inside. MVP chance for Schwarber, who I believe is actually getting some MVP love in real life. I don't know that he's going to be able to beat Ohtani, but there's a couple guys people like in the respective leagues that they won't be able to take down the Goliaths of Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. This is a great at-bat. 0-2 battles back to 3-2. Alec Boehm, he's on, swing and a miss on the fastball low. Holmes picks up his third strikeout, and Alec Boehm steps in 0 for 1 with a flyout. Called on the inside part of the plate, just got the edge. Emilio Pagan saves his 39th game. Man, Boehm swung at that pitch well outside the zone. It's 0-2.
One ball, two strikes.
Ooh, and got up with a 12-6 curve on the outside part of the plate.
Up next for the Phillies, right fielder Nick
None of those were in the zone. That is brutal. I mean, we have seen a lot of that on my side. I do believe that four-seam did get called a strike, but it wasn't. It was on the edgiest of edges. Castellanos fouled off. Yankees 3.5 back of the Baltimore Orioles. Boston 9.5 back. We can do a little bit of schedule watching here. This game is at halftime. Drives that one into the ground and should be an easy out, number 3. And that's what it is. So the Phillies got out to that 1-0 lead. And the Braves had a bit of a funky first inning, offensively and defensively. They had the error in the funky send with Michael Harris to second. They've really cleaned up since, offensively and defensively. Grant Holmes and Ranger Suarez both threw 4 innings, each with 1 run given up. Holmes with 2 hits, 0 walks, 4 strikeouts on his line. Suarez, 4 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts on his line. Wow. Okay, so it's a very high-scoring game in real life that this is happening. It is 5-3. Schwarber hits his 46th home run. That one is smacked and just driven into the ground, much like the last out of the bottom of the 4th. Real Muto with his 11th, Kepler with his 14th. So they went down 3 in the top of the first and then got 5 in the bottom of the first. Wild. Actually, what I want to look at is the Orioles. Because I think that's the more interesting team to kind of keep track of for our stuff. The Orioles will be playing in San Francisco starting tomorrow. Matt Olson fires that one up the third baseline. Foul. 1-2 the count. Ranger Suarez at 70 pitches now. That one is low and inside. Curveball. So the Orioles get the Giants, the Padres, the Dodgers in a big NL West marathon. So I think that'll make stuff interesting for our Our franchise, just because the Yankees get the White Sox
Now
coming up.
batting shortstop Orlando Arcia.
I guess the Orioles get the White Sox as well, so they each get a dose of White Sox medicine. But it could make that AL East really come down to it. I have a couple games. I have about 5 games that I have my eye on for that final day. So maybe that'll be a stream the final Sunday if there are some spots up for grabs. Just hang out and watch some games. All 3 AL strikeout leaders are Mariners with over 200. That's delightful. Curveball misses. Ball 1. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Arcia fouls that one away to stay alive. 1-2. Sinker low. Sinker low again. Full count. Sean spells his name correctly. Murphy coming up next if he can keep the line moving, but he cannot. Grounder to third, retires the side. The Braves have out hit the Phillies, but it's still just a 1-1 game.
Leading off for the Phillies, left fielder Max Kepler.
Holmes moving back and forth there. Kepler's 1 for 1 on the day and takes a slider in a very hittable spot for strike 1. Hits that one right to the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. That is a brutal out. JT Realmuto, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Not particularly imposing stats, but I think he does a little bit more behind the dish, so. 3-time All-Star, 18, 19, and 21. This is outside. Slider. 1-1 the count here. The 4-seam is in. 1-2. That one is low. 12-6 curve at 85. That one is hit up the middle, but a nice diving play. Fires over to first, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman Cody Clemens.
I forgot that the All-Star game was in Atlanta already. Atlanta took out the All-Star game, and the team got to play in that the play at Bristol, which was weird. Cody Clemens steps in and takes a big rip at that 12-6 curve. Bottom of the lineup here in the bottom of the 5th. Kind of thought about it, brought it back, but absolutely nailed the location. That's where I want, like, every fastball is just high and tight in that corner. 0-2. And that one is smacked out to right field, chasing, going back, looking at it, and at the wall. It's the second time. I believe that'd be Acuna Jr. able to get that one. Didn't get fooled by the bat sound, though. Okay, what?
Leading off for
All right,
Atlanta,
let's go ahead and
catcher
just
Sean Murphy.
remove that. Let's be chill. That one is popped up, third base. He's going to take a look at it and get the catch. Nicely done. That is a funky little spot on in there in Philadelphia. That must be tricky to navigate. Sinker fouled off. Swing and a miss on the curveball outside. What a bizarre... If you want, you can pay me to advertise your business in people's chats randomly. All caps. You will love it. It's the best place in the world. What a job that would be. You just go into like popular streamers or people, you know, just streaming for a little while. And you just put a thing about like an address. That's how you market. You don't put money into commercials. Just pay me to push Control C and Control V enter into chats a bunch. And I charge you $90,000 a year. You know what? Make it a cool $100,000 just to make it nice and even. You know what? $120,000 a year, $10,000 a month. That I think makes the most sense. I had a bit of a Dwight Schrute moment there. When Jim's talking to him about like, it's your dream job. You're the CEO and you're only giving yourself $100,000 or whatever the number is. Co-manager with Satan. What? Dwight, what are you talking about? Fouled off. Still a little bit cloudy outside. We got a little bit of the smoke from the wildfires in eastern Oregon, it seemed, the other day. Unless there's something in my area that I'm just not aware of. But speaking of The Office, Rainn Wilson, who plays Dwight, had to evacuate because he is in eastern Oregon. There's a double from Jurickson Profar. His 19th double of the season.
Junior.
I will say, that message that they put in there about Sky Zone or whatever, it was like one of those things where I'm like, is this someone that actually knows me that just doesn't understand the concept of a chat room? I was like, I gotta think about this for a second before I delete this message.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
Because sometimes there are people that I know that probably just don't understand how the internet would be used. I don't know why they would message me, but I don't know. People have gaps in their logic consistently. Joe Ross is coming into the game, his 50th appearance. As we crack a Baja for the back half of this one. 2 out, top 6. Ronald Acuna Jr. coming in. I don't think you like this matchup either way. It's great to have him back. And there was some really, really fun stuff between Julio and Fernando Tatis Jr. during the Mariners-Padres games this weekend. That was a lot of fun. Them playfully having fun taunting each other. It was great. Great stuff. All right, so the pitching change works. Stott, Rojas, and Turner are due up for the Phillies. It's still 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Anderson Pilar coming in here. His 60th appearance.
For Atlanta, number 63.
3.53 ERA. Righties a little better than lefties, or batting a little better than lefties.
Leading off for the Phillies, second baseman
Bryson Stott 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. That one is going to be a foul ball. Stott must have some speed to him. Ooh, this one's going to get sliced out to left a little bit. Too much air under it, and it's just caught right around the foul line.
Now batting, the center fielder, Johan Rojas.
Johan Rojas is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Big swing and a miss on a curveball at 79.
0-1.
Joe Jimenez. Pierce Johnson.
Ball.
Curveball up and out.
Got 1 ball, 1 strike. Two, 1.
Curveball misses again. That is a... Oh, man. Clip that corner. Got the call to even things up at 2-2. That one got under it. And that will be out. Number 2. So some good ride on that through the zone. 91 on a 2-seam. You throw a few curveballs up there. Those were at 77, 78. Then you zip one in at 91. Even though it's not the fastest fastball, that's a good enough speed difference. We get beat on it constantly. And that sinker's in at 93. So his sinker might be a little bit quicker than a 2-seam fastball. Interesting. Fouls off that sinker. A little lower in the zone. Quickly 0-2 with 2 away here. Misses that one wide. That one is hit toward third base. Long throw over. And it is out number 3. So through 6, it's still 1-1. Braves, Phillies starting a 4-game set today. This game's already a bit wild in real life. Let's get an update. It's 5-3. At the end of the second. Atlanta, looking at the most valuable players in the National League. Marcell Ozuna, Will Smith, William Contreras. Interesting. No Shohei on the MVP ballot. And that's extra weird because we have Castillo pretty consistently in the MVP race, or running as well. And he's a pitcher. I did actually want to see. I think this might be the last series between the Braves and the... Yeah, it is. I think that's one of the things that the MLB needs to make sure that they do when they do the realignment is make sure that they do what the NFL does. Every final series of the season is a division matchup. It doesn't matter if it matters or not, but you want at least a little bit of like bragging rights on the line. And I think it just makes it a little more fun, a little more interesting. It is 3-2 as that pitch just misses. Hit over to third. Third base has been busy today. And that is out number 1 here in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzy Albies.
Oh, that's right. Like Clemson LSU. That's exciting. They're like the 3 big games on them Saturday. I'm excited about Syracuse, Tennessee. An orange and a dog. One 1-0 with 1 away as Ozzy Albies takes a look at ball 2. Ross fires. This one's going over towards somebody. Weird. Stood way further to his left, our right, than I thought he would have, and then took like a full like jump step to get where he needed to be. Austin Riley steps in, 0-2, or 0-4-2, I should say, on the day.
That's a ball.
Just missed the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Gets the sinker. Interesting zone work there. Sinker fouled away.
Ball 2.
Just misses the circle change. 2-2 with 2 away. So we're getting ready to stretch here in Philly.
Count is
Maybe after this pitch. Maybe not. I don't know. Matt Olson's on deck. Has a single tonight. Austin Riley with a full count. Gets that one foul. Austin Riley a little... He swung at a couple pitches that definitely would have been a ball, but... No, gets that one, but it is an out. So put some contact in there, let the at-bat ride a little bit. And we will stretch here at the end, or in between the 7th, or in the middle of the 7th. Good God.
Now pitching for Atlanta, number 77, Joe Jimenez.
Joe Jimenez is going to come on in here to work this bottom of the 7th. 1-3 with 28 holds, a 3.18 ERA, 56 games.
Leading off for the Phillies, designated hitter,
Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 2
Schwarber.
on the day. Can he give the Phillies a lead or get something started?
0-1.
The MVP chants start to rain down again.
Inside.
Slider inside. Ooh, got him with that four seam up and out of the zone. And gets him with a circle change outside of the zone. So Schwarber down again.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
That pitch was never really a strike. But we do that a lot where we just kind of, there's one bad swing in there and it just kind of puts us in a weird funk. Makes us susceptible to those pitches on the outside. But Alec Bohm steps in, 0 for 2 on the afternoon, the evening. Oh, jeez.
Ball 1.
Just missed on that slider. Looked like it maybe clipped the corner. Maybe you hit the helmet tap there if you're catcher or pitcher. I had to think for a second who that would benefit to challenge. The pitcher, Sean. Gets a strike there to even things up, 1-1. Inside on the circle change. Ooh, swung on the circle change and missed that one way out of the zone. And is going to slice this one into the corner. Oh, he misplayed it. This could turn into a triple depending on how quick Alec Bohm is. But a misplay from Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to lead to a triple. And the sloppy Atlanta Braves are back. That should have been a single. That guy's fired up. I mean, it's a good job by Acuna. He gets there, but just misplays it. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much. I like the aggression. The lettuce flowing, the helmet gone. Looked a little stiff.
Now batting, the right fielder,
But Castellanos here has an opportunity. This is a sacrifice fly. Really put the pressure on the Braves here going into the last couple innings of this game. Circle change in, strike one. Rodriguez has been kind of in and out of that top three. We've been real hot, real cold with him at times. Judge has been a mainstay. Castellanos gets got on the slider. 0-2. Ooh, and he got again on the slider. That time just poked it outside. Man.
Left fielder, Max Kepler.
Will the Phillies strand that run at third? Can Jimenez strand that runner at third? 2 gone now. Kepler 1 for 2 on the day. He's going to pull that one up the first baseline, but that is foul. Just misses low with the fastball. 1-1. Took a big swing on that slider and fouled it back. 1-2. Runner at third. 1-1 game here in the bottom of the 7th. He is going to pop that one foul. Nobody even tries. Well out of play. Low on the circle change. 2-2. Oh, jeez. I think I took about 4 big hits. Good eye, full count. Real Muto on deck. Tonight, a strikeout and a ground out. 157 with the runners in scoring position. Not great. And that one is going to be popped to center field or fly out to center field. Either way, it's out number 3, so Castellanos gets got on the slider outside of the zone, and they cannot cash in. Kind of needed those at-bats were like flipped. Orion
Now pitching
Kirking?
for the Phillies, number 50. Orion
Kirkering. Okay. It's a little more phonetic than I would have anticipated.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
So we head to the top of the 8th inning with a 1-1 game. Stop me if you've heard that before. Pitch outside, sweeper. Never really came back over the plate. Couple of lefties warming up. Alvarado and Strom. Oh, God. Olsen, like he was late on that 100-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-2. Fouls off the sweeper at 87. That's a big difference. 100, 87, 13 miles an hour. Misses inside, 98 on the fastball. Pitch is low. Sweeper misses way low. So full count here for Kirkering, who came in just 6 pitches ago. Fouls that one off. Olsen fouls that one off. 8 pitches this at bat. Here comes number 9. Smacked up the first base line. He gets there. Flips to the pitcher covering. Nice play by not Bryce Harper. Who is it? Number 2? Don't bother showing me your nameplate. Got a good look at your butt, but that's not what we're looking for in this situation. Pitch inside is a sinker.
1-0.
One and oh, one out.
Ball.
Low on the sweeper. 2-0. That one's inside. Sweeper makes it 3-0. Sean spells his name correctly. Murphy has a pop out and a ground out today, but has a chance. Next. There's a pitch. 3-0 taken all the way. And gets the call on the sinker on the outside. 14 pitches, and he just came in this inning. It's like a lazy fly ball to left field. Little jump for some pizzazz. And that'll be out number 2. I would like a team to break through, please. I don't have a whole lot of time here. Oh, the Packers visit the Cowboys on September 28th. 6th or 8th. What's a Sunday? Hold on. That's an interesting little wrinkle. 28th. And that will be out number 3. So we will head to the bottom of the 8th. And we get a little fan cam. Still 1-1. I think you really should compliment the Atlanta Braves. That disastrous first inning, and they were able to settle down, and the misplay in right field, they were able to strand that runner at third. Pierce Johnson coming in here.
Leading off for the Phillies. Catcher
Has anyone ever had a Marco's
Muto.
pizza? They had to blur his shirt. That's hilarious. Real Muto coming in.
Off the plate, ball 1.
They're stepping in to face Pierce Johnson. I apologize if I did not mute my camera so you could see his stats. I'm sure it was all very important. Fastball in at 97. Actually, I can look. Can I? Oof. Curveball at 85. No, his stats are on the left side of the screen. Perfect. Perfect. I guess that's the one positive of streaming. Just being like, hey, I can look at my own footage. Can't do that when I'm recording. 2-2 count here. Real Muto. 0 for 2 and fouls off the fastball. You'll see another one. Good eye on that. Misses. Or as the fastball misses outside for ball 3. Can they put a runner on here in the bottom of the 8th? They can. Ball gets away. It doesn't matter. It's ball 4, and Real Muto is on. Real Muto? Muto? We are in the bottom of the 8th inning, and now I'm like, you know what, am I pronouncing his name correctly? Are we doing that? All right, Cody Clemens. Curveball right down the heart of the plate. Maybe flip those swings there, Clemens. Ooh. I was about to say just misses, but then I saw how close that was. And by close, I mean in the zone. One on, nobody out here. That one is fouled off. Outside, 2-2. Clemens stays alive. Fastball high and inside. Gets him with the curveball. Strike 3. And 1 is gone here for the Phillies. This will bring up the top of the lineup. This is a really nice curveball. Swung through it way early on it, but a good job. I think he went with the fastball high and outside and then brought that curveball low and inside. And they are going to try and steal second with JT Realmuto. He is out. They burned the run, or the walk, excuse me, by trying to steal. I don't know if this is supposed to be a hit and run. He's out by a good chunk. Curveball's inside. 3-0. Johan Rojas, an opportunity maybe. They can keep this, keep the line moving. Fastball just gets the inside part of the plate at 95. 3-1. And he walked him. So if JT doesn't try to steal, there's a good chance you have runners on first and second. Rojas is 0 for 3. We've had some weird base running decisions in this game. They're going to call or check on the runner. Back in time. Like he maybe went with kind of that funky quick pitch motion. And it's a 4-seam fastball. Did USF just throw a fake punt on a 4th and 6? That pitch is low. Two and 1. Rojas, what can you do? Take a curveball up in the zone. Okay. 12 balls, 11 strikes, 23 total pitches here in this inning. They just refused to show a replay. He's going to pop this one out to center field. And we will go to the top of the 9th with a 1-1 game. That's 2 games in a row. It is now 16-7, by the way. South Florida over Boise State. I glanced down, it said 4th and 6, and then I glanced down again and they were scoring a touchdown.
Leading off.
And again, refusing to show a replay.
Michael Harris, the second.
Michael Harris steps in here as Kirking keeps pitching. They're applauding. Sound kind of gives it away, unfortunately. I think that's also kind of why I get tricked sometimes, is because they started cheering way in advance of that. Oh, they finally did show a replay. Wow, he was wide open, huh? It's almost like they weren't expecting a fake punt. Pitch inside, ball 1. It was the, I think that San Francisco game went to extras as well. We've commentated like 3 games on this channel. I think this is game number 4 that I've done this. And we keep getting extra innings games. The show, you can settle down. We don't need extra innings every time. You can give us a blowout every once in a while. You give me a blowout, I'll commentate the Boise State USF game. It's 4th and 6. Fastball in for strike 1 to Ronald Acuna Jr. That is smacked out to left. And there's no crowd noise there. Okay, whatever. We're going bottom 9. It's tied 1-1. Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Alec Boehm coming to the plate. Your host over here getting a little nervous time-wise. I hope you enjoyed the first 9 innings of this game. We're going to pause,
Now pitching
and you can
for
catch the rest of it
Atlanta,
a different day.
Number 49, Aaron Bummer.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get a walk-off here. Aaron Bummer stepping in. 6.68 ERA. This is not the guy you want in this position, I bet.
Leading off.
Trey Turner, he's the guy. Solo home run in the first. Can he bookend this game? Solo home run in the first, a walk-off solo home run in the 9th. We did get a walk-off home run in the last game, which was pretty exciting. Sweeper in at 81. Bryce Iglesias and Dylan Lee coming in. Or warming up, excuse me. Bum, 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 bum. He did it. He freaking did it. It's the most positive commentator's curse in the world. Trey Turner, a walk-off solo shot. He bookends the game scoring. 1 in the first, 1 in the 9th. He's your guy. Wow. And I said it. You don't want that pitcher in that spot. A 6.68 ERA. Wow. 2 walk-off home runs today. And the Phillies get a big game. I'm kind of curious. I'm excited about how the rest of this series could go. Because if the Phillies can take maybe 3 out of 4 and tighten up that NL East a little bit, the Mets are still in the mix. They're in second right now, so that could get interesting. Orion Kirkering, jeez Louise, 6-4 with the win. Aaron Bummer gets the loss, 5-3. Phillies lead the series 1-0 on a pair of solo home runs. The Braves played a real sloppy, funky first inning. They did a great job to recover. There was a weird misplay out in right field, but they were still able to abandon the runner at third, or strand the runner at third. Turner gets a solo home run in the first. Turner gets a solo home run in the 9th. And Profar extended his hit streak. There was another guy who had a hit streak as well, but they didn't make a big deal out of it, so it might have ended. And 2-1 is your final. So the Orioles, you know what, I won't spoil it, just in case you want to go back and watch it, which you can, because this will be up as a VOD. Orioles did a thing. We saw 1 in the first, 1 in the 9th. Wild. Trey Turner, unsurprisingly, your player of the game. If he made contact with the ball in today's game, it was gone. 2 for 4. 2 home runs, both solo shots. Alec Boehm, 1 for 3 with a triple. Max Kepler, 1 for 3. Bryson Stott, 0 for 3 with a walk. And you have 4 hits between 3 players. And then the Braves had 4 of their 5 hits between 2 players. Profar, 2 for 4 with a double and a ribby. Michael Harris, the second, 2 for 4 with a double and a run. Acuna was 0 for. Ozzie Albies was 0 for. Aaron Bummer gets your loss. No innings pitched. He gave up 1 hit. He threw 2 pitches, I think, in this game, and he qualified for the loss because he gave up the Trey Turner solo shot. Zeros in bad spots, 1s in not great spots, hits and earned runs. Kirkering, he gets the win. 2 innings pitched, 0s, hits, strikeouts, walks earned. And that will do it for your Thursday afternoon doubleheader. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. I was earlier today because we were able to leave work early today. And I don't usually work on Friday, so I get to start a 4-day holiday weekend a little early. Hopefully you have a good long weekend as well if that applies to you. If not, hey, I'm sorry, because I have been there and it sucks working on a holiday. It's awful. Oh, oops. Let's do that. Oh, we can rip a pack. We'll rip a pack before we jump out of here. Ouch. Punched the table on accident. Okay, all right, okay. You didn't even really need me to say, but all right. Rip one. You want to give me something good? Oh, in perfect timing. Thank you, game. I really needed the game to end very quickly. I gotta go. Sound like my father. Okay, you didn't have to give me the ugliest pack in the world, you piece of garbage. Thanks, game. All right, well, thanks for 2 great games, and thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you want more, subscribe. You can do so below. Ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Baseball goes up every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Today is the exception. This was going to be a 6 p.m. stream, but I'm going to a game, so I did it early, left work early because I got to. all that good stuff, yada, yada, yada. So I streamed early. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for chatting, being here. I see the stats. It makes me feel good, and I appreciate it. I'll be back for sure with a stream on Sunday, and we'll probably be playing some of this here Madden. Some more of that. So if you'd like to see me get angry at more sports games, subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I sat on my foot, and now it's asleep. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll catch you another day in a different video. Goodbye. I gotta go to the end screen. Goodbye. Wait, where is it? There it is.